Trina Christine Mason here. Nice to see you. Welcome aboard. I feel like I almost want to wait and see if who will arrive and what's going to step through. I have so many different things I definitely am interested in sharing with you, and which is what brings me here. I'm kind of you could say between worlds. Um, there's been a what one could call a war for my soul. And I've been putting in all of this work towards you could say looking through the veil or continuously growing and pursuing the truth. I've also been battling between exactly like the ascended masters levels versus being grounded and doing physical work in the three-dimensional level. um, yes, I will tap into some of the live commentary. Welcome aboard. Lee Leffingwell, DJ host. Hostilitter, or I'm not so good at pronouncing. Oh, I'm sure you do, Stephen Fremo. I'm sure you do. You're so warped in the brain. I know, that's why I'm here. There's a lot of shadow work going on. And like, exactly, I'm in the middle of transition, so there's very select things that I can only process right now and transmute to you in this here and now, which is why you're here now. There's part of you that isn't joking. It's only funny because it's true, you know? Good morning! Yes, I've been thinking a lot about you, so I'm sure you've been receiving a lot of light and love. So I see you, I see all of you, I feel all of you. Thank you for being here live. And thank you for being no filter and just saying and just being yourself and just like not bottling anything up, because it like helps keep me in the moment and translating and communicating. I mean, there's a lot of different things that help for in the real time. So as a lot of you may know, exactly, there's a lot of shadow work going on right now. We're like losing a lot of layers, or like we're coming to realizations, parts about ourselves from the past, the past ways that we have acted, or noticing our own behaviors, and now we're judging that, and then like we're hating ourselves because we were that, but like we are not that. So we have to kind of like you could say be grateful or recognize where inside ourselves, like, that we are not our past, or we are not our behaviors, we are not our thoughts, we are not our job. Lead Leffingwell, no comment. No, I'll pass on all of that. My personal preference is I avoid all of those corporations. I would include, okay, let's look at it like this. Okay, like let's go backwards. Let's slow it down. All right, so Lee Leffingwell says, "I'm at McDonald's about to try the new bacon fries. LOL. Yummy." Right? Though I know psychologically that any corporation that uses the colors red and yellow and puts them together, that psychologically makes me so hungry. Like, I know that. And then I know that McDonald's, for sure, participates with a company called Senomax. 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 And Senomax uses, frankly, stem cells, okay? Human remains, we could say, in the food. Okay, and it makes it addicting. There's a science to this. And yes, you're also eating animals, which also aren't necessarily being treated or raised the most proper ways, or they're not what you think. There's all these different paradigms and all these legalities, and there's reasons why these companies have voted against labeling food. Like, if you look at Whole Foods, you got to do your homework. I'm kind of obsessed with food because we need food in order to eat, and then exactly I feel like we've been tricked, and like it's my choice to go eat these Oreos or this whatever that I can't control myself. And how you can know where these foods are, it's hidden under natural flavors, okay? Because it's totally natural to eat. I don't know how to pronounce the full word. It's like bifido something. It's a certain type of bacteria, and it's actually added to our yogurts. And bifido type bacteria only comes from vaginal or mouth. Okay? So you need to know like what kind of probiotics you're actually consuming, okay? I know that may not make you feel comfortable, although you can backtrace all these things. I posted them on my Instagram. I've made this all public information. I'm also obsessed with Oh, you guys, I'm obsessed with chemicals. I'm obsessed with chemical components. I think I really just secretly, subconsciously want to go to school to be a chemist, because I'm just so into alchemy like that, and just exactly working with the chemistry. And honestly, it happened on accident, you could say, because exactly, I have a disease, I have an illness, and in order for me to be healthy, I have to have an alkaline blood system. Okay, and the only way that I can have proper health is by breathing consciously and properly, like breathing, also being more in my body. I have to like be okay with like just me, you know, so I have to like stretch and run and get my heart rate up and like make all these shifts, okay? And then I also have to I use apple cider vinegar as my personal choice. It's very instant. I know it tastes like you guys are shooting vodka, I'm shooting apple cider vinegar. I do kind of cheat and mix it with a bunch of juices. I love to mess with juicing too. That's kind of like my thing, except I'm a cheater, okay? I don't want to buy, like, I'm lazy. Like, I don't want to buy a juicer and deal with remains, and like, and some people just eat everything, you know, all the mesh. I kind of struggle with that too, because like I'm an autistic, so I don't like the texture of like the chunkiness. You know, sometimes I can deal with it, but other times it's just kind of like, it's like a mental thing or a psychological thing, or like emotional, like however you want to describe that. I struggle with eating like chunky stuff. I mean, I can eat a milkshake all day, so it doesn't make sense. Hey DJ Kitty Scratch, welcome aboard. So I've been just kind of purchasing the juices already organic. You gotta know that too, exactly. I'm just attempting to be conscious as possible, and I understand financially it isn't necessarily totally doable. So like, I have done things that also like kind of stretch my limits, okay? Like straight up, like if I'm doing the juicing thing, like exactly, like I'll be mixing, I mix like beet juice, tart cherry juice, carrot juice, and then like OJ, or like pineapple juice, like something, you know, to kind of balance it out. And then I add my boron mixture in there. I'm a big drinker of boron. There's tons of evidence and thing that tells you not to drink borax, but you know, stuff like that. It's actually in avocados. There's all this psychology in all these different realms if you really pay attention. And then like, you need to also understand like the chemistry of exactly the foods that you're putting in your body and how chemically your body reacts. So of course you're depressed, you're craving this, but really it's like your parasites in your I was gonna say biotract system, or like your gastrointestines. You know, like all of your mood resides in the gut, and actually autism is in the gut too. So I also avoid like breads, honestly, like, or gluten. Like there's all kinds of different things that help keep me on the ball, you can say. And of course, certain spices, believe it or not, something as simple as a spice like turmeric, excuse me, I'm probably not pronouncing that right. And I am still experimenting with my own personal stuff. Ginger, I love me some ginger, man. And like, I can't lie, like, and I'm not talking, like, I have to explain both levels, okay? So yes, it's great to eat the ginger tart candies that are covered in sugar. Like, those are, yes, absolutely delicious and lovely. However, like, it's much better to have like I would say the specimen. Obviously, if you can have the plant, like, that would probably be the most thing, but it takes a lot to be able to take care of a plant and to love it and to talk to it, right? And then give it the life that it needs, just like you, right? The light, or all the essences. I'm gonna tap into some live commentary because we are live. I'm glad that I can be channeling you some of this stuff. Thank you, Robert Bevins, Steven, David Dennis, Don Juan. Dirty Hands. Oh my god, I'm so glad he said, Dirty Hands said incest. Did you know in California right now, the law has changed. It is no longer, there's no age limit. And as long as the parents consent and sign over the child, it's legal. It's called like SR 270 or something like that. I was going to actually ask Kitty to like help me look into this, or 270 or 273, SR 270. And then there's something going on with San Francisco Presidio military base. I got some homework to do. And then like, I'm kind of scared, exactly, because exactly when you do these underground investigations or whatever, right? Exactly, like, there's a lot of shadow, to say the very least. And a lot of people are tossing me certain names thinking that that person's going to help me, but you don't really understand. Some people that are choosing to expose themselves on the internet and stuff like that, they're actually harnessing and gathering energy from other people, and there's like a lot of people that are doing that. And a lot of people like especially the negative energy, like, they feed on that. I personally don't feed on that, so I like try to like eliminate that as much as possible by like doing truth, exactly. Like, I mean, I could use my disease as one of them. I can't tell you how many times I've just been like, hey, I have herpes, and then just like people just leave me alone suddenly and have no interest in knowing who I am. It's just like instant, like it's beautiful, but it's kind of sad, but it's just part of life. Okay, it's just something that it is. I'm gonna tap back in. What else do we have going on? I'm not, like, you want to look into his story, not history, his story of mankind. Okay, there's all this science, and like, I just don't understand. I guess maybe you're not paying attention because knowledge isn't free and you have to pay. But you're paying to live every day with your life by how you are spending your time. Are you spending your time being miserable? Are you spending your time hanging out with bad people? Are you spending your time doing things that you know you can get in trouble? Like, you know, is that what gets you off? Like, you just have to notice and recognize where you're at. And sometimes it does take someone else to mirror you and to kind of tell you the truth. And like, I guess you can say, like, sometimes when you tell people the truth, you're not making peace, you know, but sometimes it's you making peace with yourself. Or exactly, like, sometimes there's a benefit to telling the truth, even if it hurts someone's feelings. Like, there's a lot of truth, there's a lot of things that you choose not to tell people all the time, and still, like, they're walking around dealing with that because you're too afraid to hurt their feelings with the truth. Like, wouldn't you rather be hurt with the truth and be like, and then be able to tighten yourself up and be like, oh man, that's right, I'm not really focused, or that's right, I'm not really well dressed right now, or that, oh my god, there is something on my face. Like, how many times have you seen something on someone's face and like you didn't say something? Or like, I mean, I guess a lot of people are just struggling to be themselves, like how to say, hey. And I'm learning that honestly from personal experience as I expand my business, you know, like, you can't just, like, I can't just wait around and be like, I need business, I need clients, somebody's bound to come any minute now, you know, it doesn't work that way. I have to be like, hey, I'm Trina Mason, I'm kind of sensitive, it seems like you're going through something right now, you know, I offer these services. If you choose to invest in yourself, you know, make this payment towards me and towards yourself, I'm willing to share this energy or share this space with you and teach you something new that you might not be thinking about yourself right now. I know you may feel this way. Like, there's all these different paradigms, right? But then there's like all these responsibilities. Like, people cake these onto like everybody else, or like thinking like, oh my god, I have all these wounds, please somebody else come take on my wounds and make them all better, please. But they refuse to heal themselves, so they go around spreading the infection of their wounds and they keep hurting other people. Thank you, Renee, I see you. I see you. If that's true, you know what to do. I'm naughty, excuse me. That's conditional love. That's not true. I'm just playing around. One moment. Let me read some commentary because I see that you are new, but let me catch up on everybody else. Yo, ACV, yeah, I do love me some apple cider vinegar. Hey, Lee, what my angle is that we could, you know, like, okay, like, frankly, how I would justify, like, I do stuff like this all the time, and like, do not be like me, but this is totally what I would do. I will go eat like a whole box of like Oreos, or like, right, or like tear up some food that I know for a fact is food that is like made to make me want more, and like, you know, make me temporarily feel good, and knowing that I'm gonna psychologically crash later and be like all sad and like, need ice cream, I'm depressed, right, all those stories. But like, and then like, I'll justify it because I'll be like, oh no, we'll have apple cider vinegar and we'll fix it. But like, still, it's just like, I'm noticing these things, and then I'm like noticing myself attempting to break these patterns. Like, it takes a lot of freaking discipline and refinement and like truly dedication to myself to really choose to like only put things in my bioelectromagnetic generator of like things that I know. Although because of my obsession with chemistry, I'm definitely kind of, you could say, like, since I'm like, how do I bluntly say this? I'm experimenting with food with chemicals. Knowingly that they're putting certain chemicals in the foods, I've totally, like, consciously been participating, exactly. And then it makes me understand the chemical more, exactly. I'm experimenting. For example, I bought these beans, okay, you guys? I bought these beans, and, excuse me, I get loud when I get excited, so, like, I'm not yelling at you, I love you. That's just my excitement. I bought these beans, they're organic black beans, and, like, they have, like, lots of protein, okay, right? And, like, exactly, and you break down the servings and you time how much it actually is if you eat a whole can. And but there was calcium chloride inside my beans, and like, this was just something that was like totally eating at me. Like, I was having a hard time like literally eating the food because I couldn't stop like being concerned about my heart and, like, you know, my throat And like all these different things I start showing through. I don't know if this is the notepad. Let me see. Of course not. Why would Trina have the notepad that she needs right now? I have so many notepads. I found out recently, I've been on like this search for myself, and I kind of like threw my cell phone away because like a majority of my life has been committed to the CERN, to the internet. Like this is where I learned, this is where I put in, like this was my, like that's, for me that was my options, or that was in my head, and reaching out to the community and stuff like that. I'm gonna make a video later on. I have all the notes. It's all on calcium chloride. I'm gonna have to be focused, more dedicated. I did want to catch up in real time and like share some of this information, though I do want to go deeper into this stuff. I do still want to do the shadow work stuff. I'm like in between duties or services or sevas, yet I'm also like, I'm putting in the work. In pro wrestling we call this paying our dues. I'm paying my dues right now. I'm like putting in so much grind, like to myself, my higher self, to the God source, and like to the universe, to the people around me. What is that? Like, all I can think of is a menstrual cycle, bro. Why are you saying Codex Alimentarius? Ah! Alright, yeah, you're gonna make me go deeper. See, that's also why they're making me share this stuff. I'm meant to connect with people that already know this stuff. I'm meant to let people know the truth, and then I'm also meant to learn myself. Like, I'm also seeking information, so thank you for tightening me up and keeping me focused. Hey, Leaf Filter! Aloha! Green. You would be green. Good morning, Mark Hudson. Nice to join. Nice to join. I see you. I'm seeing so much truth now. Like, thank you. Thank you, thank you. One moment. I know, I need to get back to you, like, the same thing, to be honest. I've been neglecting my spices, which is, I'm saying this out loud for you and for me. Like, I need to remember to eat more spices. Like, join me if you dare. Oh, Dirty Hands. I lost the place about Dirty Hands. Dirty Hands. You would. The username is so perfect. Hold on, my mind is being trolled. Look, they also did it at 10:35. The numerology. Bear with me, I'm processing a lot of data. Oh, that shadow work video is gonna have to include that. That's what's up. All right, I got you. I got you, boy. Incest and shadow work and like Illuminati, CIA. Bear with me. Shadow work, incest, Freemasons. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to go into. Hey. Like, I'm like, he who texted me sing Kiki, or like, I don't even know what to tell you, okay? We had a word. What was the word? I'm trying to remember the word. I had a word that was supposed to be said. Yeah, turmeric is very strong. Like, you could seriously do very, very tiny. People don't realize, for every grain of sand there is a star. Like, so understand how like a tiny, tiny molecule of turmeric is just fine. Oh, turmeric also, from my understanding, needs to be activated with black pepper. I need to do homework on that too. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. Danielle, you give me like sensory overload, and DJ Kitty Scratch, I'm trying to catch up with you one moment. Esoteric agenda. Yes, we don't own the military unions. I believe that. Dang you, Danielle! Not really, I take that back, but you know what I mean? Like, oh my god. You just tore a big veil. UN. The UN owns the military, of course. No wonder why their system of, that makes sense. I see it. Okay. Got it. United Nations. I gotta look more into the UN so I can actually know what the heck I'm talking about, okay? You guys get, like, I just gotta, like, I'm also here to spread warning, okay? Like, I know a lot of people are digging deep into this stuff, and exactly when you're putting your places where, like, your nose in places, like is Chester and Chris Cornell not a good enough example? Or, I mean, Prince, Lisa Left Eye, Bob Marley. I mean, you have no idea the truth about energy and about, like, the devices that we have right now. And it's frightening. It is frightening. It is kind of frightening, but I'm not gonna let that stop me, okay? I would rather die trying than like fail. And like, does that make sense? I feel like that doesn't make sense. or like for me, giving up is like failure, or like I'm definitely have my own thing going, I guess you can say. This is my mission, and yeah, I'm making it publicly known. So please read my iridology and feel free to plant your thoughts or energies towards me. I'm going to tap into a little bit more here. Danielle, I do want you to send me that documentary on Esoteric Agenda. Lee, you are Lee Leffingwell. Let me clarify these things. So we have two Lees here in this live, okay? Lee Leffingwell is basically thinking that who is president or one person is a problem. I mean, there's some truth to that yes, if you fix yourself, that you can fix the whole world type of thing by like recognizing your conscious and where you're at. But also, you don't understand the game of pro wrestling. Like Lee Leffingwell, I feel like, don't you know anything about pro wrestling? Do you not know that politics is the same exact thing? Do you have no understanding? Do you not know Trump was in WWE? I mean, I just don't understand how nobody else is seeing this. I mean, like, some people totally get it, but like, I'm not trying to break kayfabe, but like, there's all these things that are totally fucking going on, and like, how do you not see the patterns? I'm like, am I just too Arcturian? Do I see too many patterns and colors and understand psychology too much? Do I just see straight through man? Like, have I studied my books too much? You know? And then just it sucks is exactly like I have all this different. I was talking about my boy in Canada. I was talking to my boy in Canada this morning. Exactly. I woke up at like 6:30 this morning, man. And exactly, we just channeled all this different information. I just like, you just can't make this stuff up. Thank you, Danielle. I'm definitely going to get that shadow work video out just for you. Not just for you, but definitely, like, mainly because of you. You can say, because, like, you've given me so much inspiration to, like, keep going to do that. Here we go. Let's keep going. Yeah, I definitely need to look into that UN thing, Danielle, as well, about the military, if you can. I'm open to receiving that information and holding all that space. I love chocolate covered pretzels, kitty. Like, that is, like, I can't even lie. Like, I love salty and chocolate. It's an ancestral thing. It stems back to, like, my family for, like, for generations. And just, like, it's in my blood. Thanks, kitty. Thanks for letting me know if I have a booger hanging out my nose. You can just say, hey, snot face, and I'll be like, oh. I do love me some Drop Dead Fred. It's so hard not to repress our emotions, though. I'm definitely noticing myself, hating myself, and holding myself back, and, like, you could say attaching to negative entities, or, like, exactly, like, having psychic attacks. And I'm noticing I'm definitely experiencing that as I, like, hang out with people that are more on Facebook, or, like, you guys have no idea the science of algorithms or artificial technology. Like, you have no idea. You have no idea. Some of you are, like, really into that stuff and actually know what's up, but, like, you have no idea. And some of these things, they actually do look like humans. You have no idea to what extent. Like, there's one on Instagram. I'm wondering if any of you know who I'm talking about. Her name starts with an M, and she's beautiful, but you know she's not real. Oh man, I forgot her name. Myra? Like, I don't even remember. But, like, there's a lot of changes going on. William Cooper. I definitely need to get inside William Cooper. I'll add him to the list. He's been shown to me since I was a kid. And there's something going on with, like, Lady in the Water, like, as if I'm going to be exterminated and it's going to look like it's some other death. I'm supposed to live to be 99, y'all. No, I'm kidding. I know. Hey! Jinx, you're so funny. Hold on. I'm still up here. Agenda 21. I love that you're... Okay, of course, because I got you in that group. I need to go back in that group. I've been, like, slacking on that. Fine. I could be doing this stuff in the chemtrails group. What am I thinking, right? I know, but it's a pain. I don't know, it's a pain. Like, Danielle, I can't lie. I got mad cognitive dissonance with this codex thing, man. I'm like, that seems like it's fake. It's fake. Okay. No, vicious. You know, some people, you might want to, like, you know, you can pause me and come back and come watch the video later. That's the benefit of the live stream. There's some people that have just been on the ball with me and that keep me going, you know? Oh, bro, I'm so tired. My soul is so tired. I've been so drained. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. I was up at 6 o'clock this morning, and I got a new job, y'all. I got a new job in the three-dimensional world, and I clean properties. And it's pretty great. Like, because exactly, there's no people. I have alone time, get lost in my own world. I get to check out all these beautiful places, and it's perfect. It's so perfect. Although I gotta admit, there's AI involved. So there's a lot of benefits to AI. Okay, so there's a lot of benefits to AI, which is why it exists right now and why I'm here. So do not get my messages confused, please, as you can see with my actions. Though I'm also not encouraging people to do as I do. I definitely want, I kind of want to make a video on, Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, I wish that I could, take, clippings from other people's places and stuff, and kind of put all this stuff together for you to kind of show more solid evidence. The best evidence that I have, though, is definitely Facebook's own public open release and video experiment they did on people, where on some people's news feeds they showed all happy stuff, and on someone else's news feed they all showed all sadness, and they noticed the other people's status updates and stuff, they were suddenly more sad, or you see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff like this going on. There's a lot of rules to The Secret too, if you've read those books. I know I'm giving you total sensory overload. I'm in sensory overload through all the downloads and all the information that's coming in right now as I've chosen to connect with you. Now let me scroll up a little bit. I definitely gotta do that. Today would totally be a good day to just goth it up. It's been so rainy and gloomy and cold. Okay. This person's asking if there are hidden chats here. What people need to recognize is when you're in a live stream on YouTube, that you have people from all around the world that are interacting and that have the ability to pay to continue, or to pay you for your time, or to pay for services, and stuff like that. It's the whole paradigm on YouTube has totally changed. YouTube is where it's at in some levels. I'm learning so many different things. I'm learning shadows too. I'm learning the hard way, only through experience, only way one could ever really know. Let me see what else we have here. Phantom DNA. What's this phantom DNA? I know. AI is being built as we exercise and as we play with it, and that's how we learn. And that's what all these bear with me here. Ayo, psychic vampires on the loose. Beware. They're everywhere, and they're triggered and they're made this way on purpose. There's all these different things going on. Okay, so just slow your rolls, know when you're under attack, know when to disconnect. Know what's up, know the truth, know your truth. There's no way that you can deny your truth. If you just randomly, you're gonna know if someone's a lying, cheating thief. You're gonna feel that energy and be listen, I can't, I'll say as a generation, that I can't fucks with you. It's I can't, no. You can't, in any way, you can't have them around your field because they drain your energy. And you'll know that because they're always taking. They're narcissists and or nihilists or whatever you choose exactly. They have no conscious awareness. And a lot of it comes from trauma, and a lot of times there's no reversing those things. Hey, interesting numbers, 999. Alright, DJ Kitty Scratch, I know this is totally up over your head. We gotta tune into you sometime and talk about sound healing, and I'll get to that too. I know, we need to go to the yurt. Yurt. That's the goal. I need some help getting to the yurt. Thank you, Danielle, because that will totally help. Yeah, so since you go there and since you're the one paying, right, I'll give you exactly what you need to see, or some things that are just for you, or however you choose to perceive this, okay, or whoever's here now. Bear with me here, okay? So what's told to me by many other light workers and people like that, from my understanding, is the 3D and the 4D have been taken over by the dark beings, okay? The best way that I explain this to people is it's Star Wars, okay? You got light workers and you got dark workers. It's nothing bad. It's nothing, or right? It's not, it's complicated, okay? Yeah, obviously there's some bad to it. But the level that I make you understand, or that where you need to come full circle around, is some fish, or microorganisms. They feed off the gases off the bottom of the ocean, the toxic gases. That doesn't mean that they're awful, but some things need blood or fear or different energy, okay? And yeah, the 3D and the 4D were kind of taken over, and now they're kind of, from my understanding of what, yeah, exactly, if you tap into a lot of people who are tapped in and stuff like that, the messages that I'm receiving is apparently 3D and 4D are collapsing. And then we're turning into 5D. and that like lying and cheating and all that stuff, like it's no more, and karma is like in real time. Like it used to be before that, like because I was awful to my mother, that when I have a kid, that my kid's gonna be awful to me. But no, timelines have changed. Now I'm paying my dues to my mother in real time, you know, like healing the karma now, so it has nothing to do with next lives. It's so deep, exactly. Like I'm frightening all tons of people right now, and they're just like, oh my god, no. I know, it goes so deep. It's quantum mechanics, and it's a lot. And like after you put in like, please, like I'm like, change my mind is where I'm at right now. Because the reason why your phallus has this blood channeling, it's pointing you in the right direction, letting you know what's up. You know what I mean? And it's telling you what's going on. And it's also your kundalini activating. And then sometimes our kundalini goes down and we spill our seed on the ground and stuff like that. Okay? And there's tons of things like that. And there's a benefit to also the release, but also it's an energy thing. Like you can give the energy back to yourself. But there's also like a lot of black magic, you can say, happening. And a lot of people don't know how simple it is to condone magic, or how often like magical rituals are accompanying. It's about intention and like putting in energy. As so you are what you feed. For example, if you're obsessed with Illuminati and you're obsessed with all the dark energy, like you're feeding that stuff, okay? You're feeding that stuff. It's like, yeah, be scared of me, fear me, yes, it feeds off of it. But like, so you have to recognize that where attention goes, energy follows. So if you're focusing on like, I'm going to have a puppy rescue, you know, or like, honestly, let's make it easy. Like, let's make it easy. The game is coconuts. We're going to focus on coconuts. And no, don't replace breasts with coconuts, okay? Actually think about real coconuts. Coconuts. And see how often coconuts comes up today. Just put your intention. Write down coconuts in a newspaper. Like, exactly. Just see how often you notice coconut. Or how much more that's suddenly into your awareness. Okay? I'm just using it as an example. Like, maybe you'll see coconut water. Or like there's, it's so deep. It's so interesting. I'm just using it as an example only because that was the example that was given to me from Fuller Life in Bali. I do encourage you to check out Fuller Life. I always like to give credit where credit's due, where that lesson came from. Thank you everyone that's been giving the thumbs up. Thank you for the donations. You definitely help me keep going. I have time to kill. I do have 30 more minutes to kill, although like exactly I'm in between like what should I do for me. But obviously if you pay me for my time, obviously I would love to rather be of service and working, you know. I love working and I have so much to offer, and I'm like, somebody put me to work. Exactly. I got all this, like put me on a project. I want to be like, okay, so remember, let's go backwards. I abandoned my phone for a short period of time because exactly like my entire life has been like the phone. Like I make pictures and I market, and then I have emails and bookings, and then like exactly like private one-on-one sessions, and then like you could say findom or fetish, and just all these different like relations and communications all around the world and stuff. And then like I kind of just needed to like I needed to get into real time, you know, into the real world, and really disconnect from all that stuff, even though it was my work. And you can only imagine how much that psychologically messes with your mind. And not just that, but also like what I love, I made my work. Like I am so amazing underwater. Like I know my abilities to hold my breath, and I know that I can go further if I choose to dedicate myself to my practices of breath holding and expressing myself in this way. But it's also, yes, it's very dangerous, and there's like a lot of work that goes into it. And that's just like one of the main examples. Edgar Cayce. Okay, I got you on that too. That's interesting that you put that, because my water world is connected to the ARE and the Akashic Records. So thank you. Let me write that down. Hold on. They're telling me get back to basics. Okay, hold on. Let's do that then. How did I start this journey? Edgar Cayce, ARE. I can't believe you said that. I don't know if you've looked at those videos yet. If you haven't, I do encourage you to go there, dude. I have a playlist on my YouTube. It's called Trina's Spiritual Journey. I know it's kind of like a deterrent name for people that are allergic to that type stuff, but on there is like some really good like videos. Okay, I filmed with a GoPro. I had a crew, you could say, right, my boy, and I want to go back. And honestly, there's a lot of data that can be gathered and accessed just by going to these places. I don't know if you know anything about his history, but like back in the day, like people like Rockefeller or what's his name, Henry Flagler or whatever, like they would go different places around the world because it's like, oh, the air's better, like literally, like they would go different places for health because like that's why there's obelisks like everywhere all over the world. Like that's why the Freemasons, all their, like, because there's certain spots and different ley lines and geometric energy centers that kind of symbolize different things. I've kind of been born into Florida, so I've kind of been here for a while, but I did drive up to the ARE. There's definitely like tons of energy that's there, and like if you go there, like you can go play in the library all freaking day and access all the stuff for like free, basically, right? For going there. And like some people, exactly, if you want it now, like you can pay online, from my understanding, and have access to all the readings. And some people have released some stuff, you know, so you can do your homework. But it's really fascinating. He's like one of the first psychics. And then but he specializes in psychometric or something like that, it's called. It's kind of like where you receive information from the object. I love playing with that too. I'm really into feng shui and all that stuff. I'm so into all that stuff, really. Oh man, I feel you, dude. I feel you. Wow, impressive, man. Your character. Yo, excuse me, I'm gonna have to read your comment out loud. This is a girl. Her name is Danielle. She says, like, and mind you, I've never met this person ever in person. I met her in a chemtrails group on Facebook, okay, and we become friends. And like, yeah, exactly, like business partners. We feed off each other, and she empowers me. But she's like, I'm about to start a new job in the next few weeks. When I do, I'm gonna hit you up for a reading. I'm living on my savings while I've been taking this hiatus from work. Like, no offense to everybody else, but like I'm offended to everybody else, because exactly, here's this stranger, basically, right? We can tell the story that she's a stranger and a woman who's clearly not trying to get with me, who's got a man, and like she sees my value and she's struggling and she's still like investing. And I'm just like, what's everyone else's excuse? What's everyone else that's my friend's excuse? Like, I'm sorry, but like my heart is broken, and I'm upset, and I'm pissed off a little bit, right? Like, and and also, where's the blatant communication with people? You know what I mean? Like truth be told, like I know and see now that I know me and who I am now, that like there are people that gave me their energy and their time and did these services that were totally unspoken, and like honestly, I feel like I owe them. You know what I mean? And it's like, why didn't you tell me? Like, I didn't know, you know, and all these different things go on, and which is why I'm kind of like communicating, and just, I'm noticing that like something I'm really great at is communicating. So I want to get back to, I learned this truth about myself, and the truth is I'm a writer. And I learned this by abandoning all my things. I abandoned all my things, and the only thing I wanted in the world was a pen and piece of paper. I wanted to write. I had all these thoughts, all these things. I just wanted to express and communicate and share and like understand. And all of it is Gemini energy, man. It's the communications. To you, Gemini, I give the questions without answers. Yeah. I love you. I'm like loud as fuck in like a Walmart parking lot. Did you guys know that Walmart follows me on Twitter? And I'm scared. I mean, it's martial law. Like, I don't know how much you guys know about that stuff, but I'm just exactly like, let me just put myself down. Hey, somebody's got this funny sticker, and I'm a juggalo, so it says, elect a clown, expect a circus. I mean, I do not believe that one person makes a difference. I mean, God, that's coming out wrong. That's wrong. That's not what I mean. I don't believe in the facade of the act of the fake news of that there's a president who is in control of all things. Okay, it's like that. Maybe that says it best. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's like pro wrestling. I don't know. That's like, I'm just intuitive, and that's just like my way of feeling about it. And like I feel like there's all these games and all these illusions, and then there's like electoral colleges, and yeah, exactly. I've gone a little bit deeper into that, but just like, to me, I'm really into words and linguistics, and Michael Tazarian, he's one of my favorite people to listen to. And when I look at politics, poly is multiple, right? Like polyamorous, multiple lovers. And then ticks, like parasites. So there's like multiple parasites, and there's all these different viewpoints and all these different things, and then you want to tell somebody what to do and then make all these rules. Like, I'm just like, no, like my soul don't sit right with that. with that democracy against my soul. I choose to have my freedom, and like a lot of that does come with love. Like I cannot be censored. Like I have had so many lovers who try to like tell me that I couldn't love somebody else, or like exactly, especially with someone that was the opposite sex. Like I love so many people, and if I couldn't come together with my community and like bounce ideas off of people and stuff. But what sucks is exactly we get so hung up on this whole sexual thing that even exactly like the intentions, I mean, there's all kinds of different stuff going on. The sexual energy comes up as we're in the healing process, so I think it definitely trolls with some people, because like straight up, I'm just gonna say it straight up, I've had problems with where women are like sexually attracted to me, women who aren't even like homosexual at all, just because I had done like Reiki and done like you know, like where I've just made them think differently or change their mind. Exactly, like people that just want to like to dedicate their souls and themselves to them. And like when you're a healer, you have to have the boundaries and be like, listen, this is going on, this is normal for you to feel this way, I understand you're so devoted, but it's not me that's making you feel good, it's the divine, you know, doing its thing. This is the work that Jesus did. If you get into Reiki, there's tons of stuff that says Jesus, and it's so fascinating. I'm not even gonna get into all that now. Let me tap into some live commentary. Whoa, how did you make the words all big? Wait. Oh, that was cool. Hold on. You are totally called, one second. Let me catch up. Hold on. Yes. You need to work on writing things down or speaking out loud so you can hear yourself, so you can, you know, speak about them. It takes exercise and practice. You know, you think I just got good at talking? Like, I learned sign language. I had a hard time talking for a long time in my life. And like, if you go back on my YouTube channel, you'll see I was mute. I was mute for years, for lifetimes, right? Like everyone would always say, why is she not talking? Like none of them would ever have a voice. And now I'm finally freeing my mind. Releasing these things in real time. Hold on, I'm trying to say it on the commentary too. Interesting. ARE. Yes, ARE is like something that his family has kind of taken over, and still gives you access to those things. I imagine it's not going to be there forever. Man, you're screwing me up. You're screwing me up, because truth is, I worry about that place, and I feel like a sense of urgency to go there. Like maybe, like exactly, like maybe they need me and I should work there, and I should keep the record safe or something like that. I did really, really love Virginia. I'm like, I don't know if my car will make it there. I mean, I don't know. This is my first car, so I'm like, I am thinking all these things, and I definitely want to go back there. I thought about renting a car too. Numerology is very important. It's not about the house number so much as looking at the direction. Okay, the directions are very important. I need to write down the word entropy. Entropy. E-N-T-R-O-P-Y. Entropy. I feel you. I know it's not a government-owned bank. I know it's fake. I know. We're in real time now. Okay. It took me a while to catch up on all that commentary. I know I'm just like in sensory overload. Like I said, I had a bunch of time to kill, so I wanted to come here. I could have been reading, but I just had all this energy burnt up. I also wanted to include some personal updates, man. Like, my heart is so broken. I'm like holding back tears. The museum I was a part of, you know, they just bought a church, and the whole church just burned down, and it killed all of their animals. A dog, a chicken, a chinchilla, like 50 rats, maybe 100 rats. What else? I mean, their dog, Melania. Like, I feel like sick. I feel upset because I feel like I warned them, and like everything told me not to go and not to pay. And part of me like feels like God is giving them a sign that it's not about their things, or like that at least them two are alive. And then I'm wondering exactly how you burned. At first I thought it was a joke. At first I thought it was a fucking joke, you guys. I thought it was a joke because like we wrote a movie. I don't know if you know, but I funded our I was an executive producer for our short. And I dyed my hair black, and I went through all these extensions. It's so weird that I talked to him this morning, too, just talking about this crazy shit. This is so weird. My boy in Canada. Yeah, man, and in the script, the museum burns down, man. Tell me how Mandela effect ain't real. And tell me how I need to study that more. Mandela effect. That means what you write down is like created. I can't fucking believe it either. I literally couldn't believe it, and I fucking had to Google New York church burns down type thing. And then exactly, I found their city and I found the church, and no shit. And like, I had this dream about him, and now I know what it is. Fucking A. It's his fucking testimony before God. I had a vision of him in a suit, and how like all the people who really loved him, like me, Jeremy, the people that really cared, that wasn't about no money or about us making a dollar there or nothing like that. It was about the bigger idea. Holy shit! And that's what also my Akashic record dream was about. With the water, I was holding water on their porch during a hurricane. Spiritual warfare. Now all this makes sense. Now this makes sense a little bit more. Oh, shit, because I brought the water. I tried to put the fire out. Oh my god! I'm gonna fucking cry. What the fuck? Like, I fucking hate my gifts sometimes. Fuck. Oh my god, I didn't understand in the dream why I brought the water. And I was like, my car is somewhere else. Damn. So yeah, so I'm kind of like upset about that. And like, honestly, like, they've pushed me away so hard. Like, they're mad at me that I didn't buy in. You know what I mean? Like, I was supposed to be part of the team and I didn't participate. I just knew. And like, there's all these things, and just, I feel bad. What can I do? I can't do anything, but like, still I'm taking on other people's problems as my own. And that's also why I'm like here on YouTube right now, I guess. Like, I'm a fucking Jesus. Like, I'm sacrificing myself and telling you my own things that like I've struggled, and the wrongs and things that have happened. And like, you know, like, not to be like, exactly, like, it's just a matter of like, I guess my idea is like, hopefully I can save you from living out the life that I've lived, you know? Or like, let you make your own decisions by letting you know the other options that they don't tell you about that are on the other side of the coin. Like I always make jokes when I do my readings with people. I'm like, oh, you want to be famous? But then everyone's making fun of you, and no one really knows who you really are except for the character you play on TV, which is also paid for and controlled. Or you want to have money, but then when you have money, you don't know who your friends are, or who really just wants like your help. Or you want a family? Did you forget you have to clean poop? You know? I mean, there's like a lot of different shadows of stuff like that. And I know we can make jokes about it, but it's only funny because it's true. And I'm definitely irritated about like this pedophilia stuff. And I'm irritated about the soul injustice, the falsely treating each other. And I'm learning through experience, simply. And there's all these symbolisms of being burned, just like I caught my face on fire, right? I lived through that. Didn't die. And I still fire breathe. Jesus Christ, man. I just, I'm still holding all that energy. Like, I'm like, now all my dreams. Real, literal dreams, real dreams that became permanent. The subconscious mind is just fascinating. It's funny that you say that. Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, being in my vehicle and being in a bathtub, like, those are like my two most sacred places where like I can connect and just like, it's just amazing. It's my holy ground. Yeah. So I'm like, who wants to buy me a car? And then I can travel all over the world. Is that true, or is that just a story that is in my mind that suddenly I'll have more freedom if I don't have a 2006 car? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and I'm just like kind of creating, and I ask myself constantly, that's also my thing, what am I creating? What are you creating, Trina? Like, I'm always tapping into that. This is such a gold video, I have to say that. Like, I'm very thankful and proud all of you that have like stepped through and shared all this conversation. My soul has been very hungry. I have tons more videos coming, by the way. Let me just say that, like, if we're gonna wrap up in like maybe 30 minutes or whatever, like maybe less. Basically, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Oh, like, it's a couple different levels. Like, I basically have like all these videos that are waiting to be uploaded that are all gold. But exactly, like, I want to catch you in real time too, so you can like kind of like, you could say be all there. I mean, there's all these different interfaces. Let me try to concentrate and see if I can get this back before I have to skedaddle and get back to work. Thank you. It's so funny. What is the meaning of Lee? Like, I have 3 Lees in my life right now that are like shining all this light on me. Like, what's up with that? What's up with that? I'm cool with it. I just want to know the meaning of this. Danielle, like, Danielle says, all right, let's go backwards. Ki-Chio Lee says, from politics to Jesus, from church to animals, all things can be connected by you. You are so talented how to talk. It's the I am that I am. You know, the God in me, the Godhead, I am. And then Danielle says, she is. You should throw her some money for her time. Like, how can a being, like, honestly, the people that are here now, please, or anybody that's watching this now, I sincerely ask everyone, what is the nicest way that someone could communicate, like, hey, like, I just did a thing that is worth something, that maybe you should, you know, cook me a meal or do something nice for me, you know? Like, people have no conscious awareness or care, but they don't care about themselves, so how can you make them care about you? So it's like this constant paradigm. So I'm asking sincerely, like I've been asking that about my readings too, like let's say you're at a bar with your friends, and like, let's say exactly I'm a psychic, or exactly I do the things that I do, and like I see something for you. Should I just walk up and be like, hey, I'm Trina, you know, I do readings, you know, like I don't want to be like manipulative. I don't want to be like, hey, I have this information, you should pay me and I'll give it to you. Like, I'm not being like that. Like, that's not why God gave me my gifts, you know? There's all these different things going on, but I definitely want to be of service. So it's really confusing. And then like, I'm kind of like hating myself, so I'm weird about stepping through. That's nice. I need it. My boy just texted me some bright light stuff. Distraction. Yeah, Mandela effect, man. Yeah, Mandela effect is some serious stuff. Mendel, did you really go there? Thanks. Back to basics. Got it. Mendel. I used to talk about him when I was a child, mainly to do with Atlanteans and Palladians and them doing some work. This is fascinating. That's fascinating about the kissing thing. I wish that there was a video or something that would simplify and distill the information. Fascinating. Oh man, why you gotta do that? That's a lot. It's a lot to take in. I'm like, holy shit. Origin of species? I thought you said Menden. Which is it? I just got like the weirdest smell. I smelled a freaking hamster. Legit, that's the smell. And it's not like an actual smell. Like, it's hard to explain. It's a psychic scent. Let me see something here though. Hold on. I have homework to do, it seems like. I'm like not ready for that though, you know? Not ready for that. Hello, Suplex. What's up? I've been sitting here in my car forever, charging up my phone, and like wasting my gas, you could say, in some levels. Doing what I do, just kind of meditate on some things. I'm glad I could channel all that information to you. I wish that I could give you more, though. As you can see, I'm like kind of spent energetically, physically, multiple levels. It's actually getting extremely hot in my car. I'm gonna take off my really cool shirt and get back to my other shirt. I want to show you my really cool shirt. Okay. And I'm not telling people to do this, okay? I'm just saying I just bought this cool shirt. Hey. Yeah. Yay. So that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. I want to show you a drop kick. Big hi-ya to your face. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of I bought that for myself for my birthday. I got two of them. I got a black one and a bright obnoxious orange one. Why don't you pay for it, bully? Instead of telling people what to do and boss people around you, bully. It's actually not so cold. So, I encourage you to email me to check out my official website. Meaning like it's my URLs, and you know, finding all the spaces where I have allowed you to receive me, whatever you're looking for. If you're looking for underwater videos, if you're looking for this or that, there's different places you can go. If you're looking for a particular thing, your best bet is to just like accept yourself and communicate with me privately and be like, hey Trina, I really like, you know, this kind of work that you do, or I'm looking for more of this, or like, could you explain this further, or can you set up some time for me, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. So, just so it's known, yo, I cannot see someone drinking Gatorade without thinking about Sonomax. It's sad. Can you see this? My business card. At Trina Mason. It's my name. It's the name of the video. And then my email is wewanttrina@AOL. It's that simple. That's simple. We want Trina. 2 T's, right? Trina. 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 Death clap. I got my Penelope. Yikes! Shut up, crusty panda. I like me some old school, you know, that's like the original gangster of internet, man. I probably had that email, like, lost track. I know. I thought that would have been gone by now, but yeah, I still use that. That's an original, man. We all haven't died off yet. But yeah, it's gonna suck when somebody buys that out or whatever ends up happening to that, right? That's gonna blow. We're definitely stepping into some new stuff. I'm like, I still haven't received a text or nothing, so. We want, WEWANT. We want Trina, TRINA @AOL. You can email me. That's it, bruh. I appreciate you caring. Yeah, if you need to like have a friend or exactly you're looking to get a service from me, I am available. As you choose to be open and schedule with me, you know, like I have to know, be like, hey, I'm going through something, can you, you know, like I've learned that the hard way recently. That honestly came up, I think, almost in the live video yesterday, where I'm learning that, like, you know how I thought, I used to think I have to find my place in the world. That's the story, right? But I'm learning, like, no, I gotta take and make my place in the world. Like, this world will push me out and snuff me out and try to make me be like everybody else. Like, I gotta make my place in the world and show them, like, this is my turf. Like, yeah, you need me, I'm posted up over here. You need this, it's kind of been like that. And it's been really hard. It's embarrassing sometimes, because exactly, like, people don't care. And then, like, you have to, like, give them a reason to care. And, like, that can mess with you. Oh, I realize why I'm sweating now. I forgot I'm wearing 2 pants. I'm wearing 2 pants. But then I got my Penelope. I love Penelope. I do. I gotta do some reading today. I'm dedicating hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to reading. And then, like, I was bouncing around because nothing really sucked me in. you know? So I'm learning that I have to be disciplined and read things that even like aren't the most fun. And like, how else am I gonna get through college? You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna have to read some material that is just like I'm gonna have to. It sucks. It does. But like, how serious am I about the degree or about doing whatever I'm doing, you know? Only I can put in the work, and I can be like, hey, everybody help me. Like, you could give me all the money to go to school you want, but if I'm not dedicated to passing my classes, like what good am I? Like, you know what I mean? So, yo, can I, while we're here on the record talking about school, let me mention one more thing. So, something that happened was, so I applied for financial aid for college, and honestly I've been getting it for like years, like, or anytime I've applied I've always gotten it, but since the government shutdown there was no communication, so my mind was like totally like fucked, to be honest. And like, I don't know if anybody else went through that, or if like, exactly, should I go to my school, like, so just like, I missed out. I mean, I'm kind of glad, you know, because I'm not really like all there in the school right now. So I would like to kind of study chemistry and some other things, and honestly I need to study math and a bunch of other things. I need to really like figure out what this college can offer and exactly if it's best for me to travel. I'm like clashing walls, and then I'm clashing ideas too of like what I want to do. Like, I was thinking I wanted to be a crime scene investigator too, to be honest. Like, I was thinking about that because I would be a great PI. Yeah, that is 561. That's my Google Voice number. I'm like, don't abuse that. Don't abuse it. And like, if you do, I will block you. And straight up, you know, it's like that. And straight up, like, I'm not looking for hi, how are you every day. And I'm not like, I guess you could say I'm not looking for friends, okay? Like, I'm on a mission. I'm here to do service, and like, I'm here to spread love, and I'm here to like exist and do my thing. And if like you're trying to get me to stop what I'm doing and pay full attention to you or this or that, like, there's a huge guarantee that like we're gonna have a problem. Unless you are like rendering me for service, exactly, and seeing like, hey, like, I could really use your mind on this, or like, do this job and I'll do this, and I would gladly, exactly, like, I'm not looking for busy work anymore. You know, that was kind of my problem with my school system. Like, I could not stand the busy work. Like, I want to learn and absorb information. I do not want to be kept busy. And like, no. I mean, I understand they want to, like, I guess you guys want to dumb people down and make people like robots, but that didn't work, so now we're building this technocracy, you know? We're also putting our consciousness inside of other things, so. This poor guy, like, he works at Walmart, and he came out to his car for a break, and I just watched him just have his whole experience, and now I'm watching him, I guess, go back to work. I feel the struggle, man. Exactly. Come in here for a smoke, eat a little something, and like, fuck, gotta go back in there. Damn. Yeah. But again, without like major corporations like this, as much as like it is, but like this helps us do what we want to do. You know? And we all choose which way we're gonna do it. What we shall allow shall continue. Ah, cha 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 cha. Alright, y'all. I love you. It's been fun. It depends, you know? I mean, like, the market for mermaid stuff has definitely been flooded. Like, there's a lot more of that now. You know what I mean? Like, when I came in, it was like a new thing. Like, not everybody had a $5,000 mermaid tail. And even then, like, some people don't know the difference, to be honest, between a, like, cloth mermaid tail versus a real-life mermaid. And then, like, when you own your own business like I did, like, I would have to go out to people like Ripley's or, like, exactly find, like, wealthier families that could afford $150 to $300 an hour to commission me to be of service, to do, like, this prosthetic and put on this and put on makeup and put on this act and all that. So that was fun. That was definitely fun, to say the very least. I've learned so much stuff the hard way. I've had kids pull my tail. I mean, not my tail, my hair and my tail. I've definitely had kids pull my tail. I've had kids will grab your seashells, and then parents will laugh. Ha 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 ha. So there's that. I broke my tail one time going down a water slide, trying to do something good, right? Try to let's hang out with the kids. Yeah, let's go down the water slide. Mermaid. Yeah, woo. Fin snaps right in half. $500 repair. Poof. Yeah, that happened to me. I just couldn't make that stuff up. And then, like, God came through, you could say, or exactly. Or, my boy came through and fucking, like, funded the whole thing. I had to GoFundMe, and someone just paid the whole thing. And I sent them, like, this custom photo book that was so cool. Like, I'd never had a book of me before, you know, and I was such a geek, and I, like, wrote this sweet letter, and I sent it to him. And, like, he has the only one in the world of, like, all my pictures and all this book. It was the cutest little black and pink book. I was like, I'd love to see that book again, because I forgot. Like, I would love to make another one. I've been through so much shit, and I've been so blessed, you know, in some ways, but otherwise I've been totally screwed and didn't feel good type thing. Now that this guy's gone, I'm like, give me some fresh air. Yo, I thought it was supposed to be a cold front today. I'm not feeling no cold front, you know? I'm tired of all this propaganda, and I'm tired of all this, like, the weather manipulation. That's definitely messing with me in my mind. I know. Yeah, man, I feel you. Yes, keep that conscious awareness of the secret, you know? It's the same thing of the Mandela effect. And being conscious of your language. Conscious language is everything. Like, a mantra for finances is, I will have more money than I can spend. You know, if you really choose to have money to give away to everybody and, like, you want to, like, not need, manifest that. I will have more money than I can spend, but it has to be said with decree, meaning, like, with emphasis. I will have more money than I can spend. I will have more money than I can spend. Or I have more money than I can spend. Pray as if it has already been. You know, like, I have more than I can spend. I have more than I can spend. You know, work with that until you, like, believe it type thing. The decree is what it's called. D-E-C-R-E-E. Fort Lickerdale. I know. I want to go to Fort Lickerdale, Panda. My plan is to come down there. I want to go to Renfest. I'm not sure if I'm coming this weekend, even though like Valentine's Day, Renaissance, like, that sounds magical. But I'm not going anywhere without my cat. And, like, I want the backpack with the bubble. You know what I mean? Like, please show me a store that I can buy that. And I would buy that on the spot and take my cat and go right now. Literally. I would do that. I'm about that life. Like, I'm actually starting to wonder now that I planted that seed in my head if that's actually a possibility. Because it might be. What if Walmart or, like, PetSmart or something like that, Major Corporation, what if one of those does actually have the special cat backpack? I mean, I could just put the cat in a regular backpack, but, like, that's something I did when he was a kitten. Like, he's so big now. He loves the backpack. He's like my little kangaroo. But, like, I would like to get, like, you know, the more publicly, aesthetically acceptable, professional cat travel bag. Oh, man. It's so perfect. It has, like, a hook on it. God, I'm good. I just got a text message that one of my predictions was true. My ego is just like, brr, brr. Excuse me, hold on. Sometimes I freak myself out. I love Renfest too! That's all I want to do, you guys. All I want to do is come to Renfest and, like, spend some money there. Like, that's all I want to do. Like, if I could do that for my birthday and just buy, like, some new, like, some new leather. I love me some leather or some timeless piece that somebody's built. I would love to. I would love to have some mead. I would love to party. I can't lie. I would just love to lose myself in the illusion that we are, like, lost in another time. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds like a blast. And I have friends that are, like, living on the camp right now that are doing that. Yeah, I found one. The cheapest one I found so far is $40 on Amazon right now. And I put it on my wish list, and I couldn't decide, like, do I want yellow or do I want blue? Like, and there's another one that looked like a Pokemon thing, so I thought that would be funny too, because it could be like, haha, I caught a Pokemon. I'm a nerd. It was an idea. I haven't put the Pokemon one on my wish list yet, but I've definitely been waffling with what to do. I'm definitely leaning more towards the blue one, because it's kind of cute. It's definitely kind of cute. And, whoa, what are you talking about? Crusty Krusty Panda, there is no Palm Beach Renfest. None. I go to, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm talking about Deerfield Beach, Quiet Waters Park, Palm Beach Renfest. Are you talking about the Boynton Beach Pirate Fest? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that Cat Bubble Backpack Life, gangsta. Yeah, Tyson Jones, thank you. Nice to have you here. Khaleesi, I do love me some Khal Drogo. Isn't that like a Egyptian name? Who's always looking for new talent? Work with who? Work with who? Oh, the Renfest? I know, the blue is totally more my color. I know. I definitely want to represent that, and I thought I could cover it in either stickers or like I could draw my art on it. I really like the idea of doing that, especially with I have like this Sharpie that's silver. Speaking of that, I can totally get some art supplies. I'm a bit all over the place. I feel like nauseous, and I'm just like, I'm all fried out, like just all over the place. I'm manifesting all these different things. I'm doing like too much at once, I guess. As far as Renfest goes, my fantasy would be to open up my own booth, but there's so much politics and like you have to hustle when you work Renfest, you guys. Like, I'm sure you have all been to a Renfest and you've been hustled. Hey, will you buy this flower? Or exactly, like, there are literally rules. Like, if I don't sell enough flowers, like, I could lose my job. You have to buy flowers from me. So I'm gonna have to go to every single person and be like, hey, buy this lady a flower. And like, there's all these gimmicks you have to do to like convince someone to buy a flower from you. So I'm not about that. I'm not about that like harassment. I don't do that so well. That's why I get confused with my readings. I just want to like post up with my booth and be like, come get a reading if you want one. I don't want to be like, hey, do you want a reading? Hi, I'm Trina. I can do this. Will you, like, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Yes, I thought it was an Egyptian thing. What are you talking? Y'all. Am I back? All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to let you go. I love you. I just wanted to wrap that up. I will be back. I'm sure